Sacred places, Delphi, Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, Jerusalem. We recognize these as places where societies came together to express their spiritual concerns. But for some very early societies, as Joseph Campbell points out in his Historical Atlas of World Mythology, the whole earth was a sacred place. Whether living on the wide plains under the great dome of the open sky, or in dense forest under a canopy of trees, our ancestors saw the sacred in everything around them. The voices of the gods spoke from the wind and thunder, and the Spirit of God flowed in every mountain stream. It was a geography not of city and nation states, but of sacred places, the realm of the mythic imagination. As our ancestors turned from hunting to planting, the stories they told to interpret the mysteries of life changed too. Now the seed, instead of the animal, became the symbol of life, death, and resurrection. The plant died, was buried, and its seed born again. To spiritual visionaries, this image reveals a divine truth as well as a principle of life itself. From death comes life, from sacrifice, bliss. Joseph Campbell explored the nature of these places and the relation of myth to landscape. He visited many of the world's sacred places in preparing the first 2 volumes of his atlas, The Way of the Animal Powers and The Way of the Seated Earth. But as he often reminded his students at Sarah Lawrence College, you don't have to go on a pilgrimage to find your own sacred place where you can follow your bliss and nourish the activity of your own creative imagination.
What does it mean to have a sacred place?
This is a term I like to use now as an absolute necessity for anybody today. You must have a room or a certain hour a day or so where you do not know what was in the newspapers that morning. You don't know who your friends are. You don't know what you owe to anybody. You don't know what anybody owes to you. But a place where you can simply experience and bring forth what you are and what you might be. This is the place of creative incubation. And first you may find that nothing's happening there. But if you have a sacred place and use it and take advantage of it, something will happen.
This place does for you what the plains did for the hunter.
For them, the whole thing was a sacred place, do you see? But most of our action is economically or socially determined and does not come out of our life. I don't know whether you've had the experience I've had, but as you get older, the claims of the environment upon you are so great that you hardly know where the hell you are. What is it you intended? You're always doing something that is required of you. This minute, that minute, another minute. Where is your bliss station, you know? Try to find it. Get a phonograph and put on the records, the music that you really love. Even if it's corny music that nobody else respects. I mean, the one that you like or the book you want to read. Like, get it done and have a place in which to do it. You get the Lao feeling of life. These people had it for the whole world that they were living in.